Okay, guys, let me pull up. I'm going to show you how to do things dealing with these arcs and circles. So I'm just going to call up this drawing right here. It's not a drawing, it's actually the picture of what you're doing. And I want you to understand when you're working with a drawing, with an object like this, you want to make sure you understand how far out things go. Let me just show you really quick with this. Do you see back here? It's kind of hard. I'm going to use, and I'll be honest, I am really bad at paint. I'm all shaky and stuff like that. It looks like snakes. If I took and came with this line here, do you see how far this line is coming out to here? This is how far this goes back. Okay, the same with this here. If this came up, comes across, you're kind of boxing this out so you can actually see where these things go to. So I'm just showing you this so you kind of see where things are, because people have a tendency when they start doing these drawings that they'll round off these edges when you're actually going to see them. Oops. All right, I am bad with this mouse. There. So you see how things get boxed off? You see how far back this actual area will come? Do you have to do this? No. Would it help you? Possibly. And you know that you can get these papers are going to be sitting right on my podium in the basket. I also have the whole entire drawing on our W drive, so you can get it there and call that up too. But you can kind of see where these edges go to, because some people will count, and I do have this one, I'm putting it up today with measurements. You have to count from way out here to find your measurements, and it have to come all the way out to here. It doesn't stop here and have any kind of curve. So just having you look at that, that's real important. But I want you to realize, I want you to go to the center lines. Like, see, this is the center right here. This is the center. This is where you need to have things go to. So always start with center, and you don't have to put them in center lines. Put them in as red lines to begin with. But work from your center so you know where to put the circle. Don't go from the edge of the circle to the edge of the circle. Go for the full circles. All right? So that's how to box things off so you get a better idea of things. I know it looks like I've just had some kind of weird little hand seizure, but I'm no good with the mouse. Okay, so I'm going to close this off. And I'm not going to save that at all. So here is the drawing. And we are going to be doing, I'm going to go ahead and do this drawing right here. Okay? So with that, I'm going to do a little bit of moving around. This is the paper here, and I've already got it all boxed off where stuff is. I'm just going to move this over here for you guys. And no, please don't do this on yours. I'm just doing it so you can actually see the picture a little bit better, so you see everything at the same time. Okay, so move this up, and here we go. I am doing this one right here. That's the one I'm doing, and I'm going to do that in these areas. So just so that to keep it set up so you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and change up a few little colors for you real quick. Remember our paper layer, and I'm going to go here, paper, and I'm going to make the boxes so you see. This is going to be where my front view goes. This is going to be where my side view goes. Whoops. Did you see that? It took it to a center, midpoint. Come on, computer. To there. To there. Please be careful with that. I've seen some of you guys doing that and not catching that. So that's where some people are getting off on their drawings. Here to here. So this is going to be my front view, my top view, my side view of this drawing right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put myself in the object layer, and I'm going to look at this. Now, to be honest with you, this one here would be easier. See these circles? It's easier to do the circles first. So this is going to be a little backwards for some of you, but just follow along, okay? I'm going to start with my offset, and I'm going to do my L for layer, and I'm going to have it as my source. Okay, so my source is going to be there. So with that, I'm going to actually start in my top view. Do you see this here? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an inch wide, and the center is at 0.5. It's halfway. So I'm going to do my offset of 0.5. I'm going to take this red line and come up here. Okay. Now, with this here, see this edge of the circle? We got 1, 2. It's also 0.5 to the dead center here. So I'm going to come from here and bring it in, and here and bring it in. Okay? That's going to tell me where these circles are going to start. So I'm going to come over here and go to my circle. And now, if you look at it, this is 2 across. It has a diameter of 0.50. So center diameter. I'm going to go here and type in my 0.5. Okay, I'm going to do my center diameter again. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to do my 0.5. Okay, now that takes care of those two. See this outer one here? Please don't put this in as a fillet. Let's go ahead and just use a circle, and we will go from there and then do some trimming. So I'm going to take from here, center radius, and I'm going to that edge right there. I'm going to do it again here. Okay, so now I have that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do some connecting. So I'm going to take my line and go from quadrant or intersection to quadrant and intersection. And I'm going to do the same thing here. And this is where I can do some trimming real quick. And I can get rid of here and here and here and here. Now, I am nowhere near done with this one yet because I still have to do this top section. I will get that from over here. So now the next thing I'm going to do, notice by me doing circles, I don't have red lines dragged down here, but I am going to copy. I'm going to copy one of my red lines, my center line, take it from the intersection. I'm going to place it edge of the circle, edge of the circle, edge of my circle, edge of my circle. I'm also going to take it and take the center line this way from the center, go to the edge of my circle, edge of my circle. So now I have that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do this trim over here because I really don't want to get you guys too confused on this. But you see all the little lines we have here? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this last one and I'm going to copy it and drop it on each of these. Okay, so I have that. Now let's look at the side view. And notice I'm not done here and I haven't started the front view either. Look at this one here. I have a circle on this side that's going to go over here. If I come into here, it's 1, 2. It's 0.5 down to that center line there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do my offset, 0.5. I'm going to take this red line and come down. Once again, there's a circle. So I'm going to take my circle diameter and go here and type in my 0.5. I'm going to come back and do my circle radius and go from here. Whoops, it's taking it from midpoint, which I don't want. You may want to turn off that midpoint right here. You may want to turn that one off because it's actually getting in the way. So I'm going to come down here and take midpoint off right now. You can toggle these off and on to make your life easier. So I'm going to take here and come out here. Now look, this has got the lines coming all the way down. So at this point, I'm just going to take lines, go from here to here. That's great. That was absolutely crazy. Let's take our line from here to here. And let's take our line from here to here. And while we're at it, I can bring it all the way across to there. And I'm going to do my trim. And I'm going to get rid of this here. Now, this is giving me my circles. This is the important part of this. Once again, by putting in circles, I did not get red lines carried over. So I'm going to take from here and go to the top of my circle and the bottom of my circle. Now, do you have to do that? No. But when you watch the video on how to put your center lines in, you'll understand why I did it this way. Okay? So now let's look at this front. Okay, this front view, we have 2 boxes high. So that's a 0.5. So I'm going to do my offset of 0.5. I'm going to take this line and come up. All right, so looking at this, I know that I've got here to here to here to here. I know I have that so far, but check this out. With the 0.5 over here, this gives me this one from here to here. This is almost done. Now, looking back at this drawing, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. From this edge here all the way back to this edge is 1 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and do my offset of 1 inch, and I'm going to take this line and come in, and this line and come in. A lot of lines going on, but keep track. So I'm going to take from here and come to here, come all the way up to the tip top, come over, and come down, and then here. So now I have this. Now let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be 1 inch. If I want to double check that, let's go here to here and see if it's 1 inch. Absolutely. I'm good to go on that. Now, check out what that means for the top version, or the top view. We're going to go here with the line. It's showing us that from here to here, we see it. And here to here, we see it. See how that all works? So now we've got our circles. We've got all the lines that are projected in all different ways. So this is our basic shape. So notice I started at the different areas. I didn't always start with the first. I did my circles, came over here, did my circles, did a little over here, came back to here, and then came back up. Okay, last thing I need to do is my center lines. Let me change them back to the color that you guys see. And with my center lines, by having the edges, they're already showing me where they are. So I'm going to go from here to here, and that'd be really nice if I actually put myself in the center layer. There we go. So back to the lines, here to here, and here to here. And you know what? Let me check my LT scale. This should be at 0.5. Okay, we're there. Let me check one quick thing here. Okay, we're good on there. I'm just looking for the different ones to make sure. Okay. You know what? Your teacher's a nut. These aren't center lines. They're supposed to be hidden lines. Duh. Let's go to the hidden. And I think your color I had you guys with the hidden is going to be that blue, the cyan color. That's better. It's early, guys. So from here to here, hidden. Here to here, hidden. Here to here, hidden. Here to here, hidden. These represent the edge of the circle here and here. These represent the edge of the circle here to here. And over here, these two represent the edge of the circle here and here. Now we're not done. Now see the hole here? We have to put hidden lines here to here. And here to here. And we're still not done. We're going to come up here and go hidden lines here to here. And hidden lines here to here. So that is how we work it out. I think it's 100 times easier when you're beginning to always put in those lines so you know where the center is. Okay? It'll make your life much, much easier. And use them, project them. That's basically it. When you get into these other drawings down here, really you may want to box them off. This one here in particular, number 14, really comes a lot further out than you think. Once again, I'm working to get the dimensions put on this one so you don't have to count too much, but that should set you up on how you do all the ones with the circles. Okay, it's a lot of common sense. You just got to think about it. All right, so hopefully that's all set up and you are set to go. All right,